Hi good people, Titus here for a short tutorial on how to model a Phillips or a flathead screw. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so what we're going to do is do Shift A, add a plane. I'm going to come to front view with 1. I'm going to rotate X 90 degrees. And then what we're going to do is tab into edit mode. We can select the top and bottom of our little plane, and then we can press E to extrude. Right click to snap it back, and then we can scale in the Z axis by 3. We're going to do the same thing along the X, so we can select these two pieces here, press E to extrude, right click, snap it back, scale, X, 3. Then you can select everything, right click, subdivide, and then you can hold Alt and then Shift Alt and select the outer ring like so, and then we're just going to simply press E to extrude, right click to snap it back, and then S to scale that selection. You can go as far as you want, and then you can right click, go to your Loop Tools add-on, which is free, select circle. It'll convert that selection to a circle. We can come to face select, you can press C to go into your circle select, and then just highlight the Phillips part, the plus sign basically, press enter to lock that in, and then we're going to press the I key to inset, do a very small retaining loop here, and then you come to side view and press E to extrude, lock it in the Y, and just come back just a bit. I'm going to tab back into object mode. I can add a subdivision surface modifier, bump it to 2, right click, shade smooth, and then you're left with this nice little Phillips look here. We can come back into edit mode, select edge select, Alt, and select the outer ring, press E to extrude, lock it in the Y, and then just come back just a smidge there. And then around the back here you can press E to extrude, S to scale, we'll scale it down, and then I'm going to grab in the Y, pull it back just a bit, and then I'm going to press E to extrude, S to scale, and I'm just going to give a nice little supporting loop here. And then you can press E to extrude, lock it in the Y, come back a bit. We can press F to fill, and then Control B to bevel, and it can be just a small bevel at the end here. Come into your bevel options, make sure the shape is 1 and your segments are 2. And then already that doesn't look too bad. We can give the illusion of the actual machining pretty easily. You just press Control R. Actually, let me right click and get out. And then Control R will bump up these segments. You can go as many as you want. And then right click to snap them center. Press Control B. And we're going to roll our mouse wheel down so we just have one segment. Make this pretty small, somewhere maybe right about there. And then with that still highlighted and still selected, you're going to press E to extrude, and then S to scale, and then Shift Y, so we're only scaling in the X and Z axis. And then just like that, you have yourself a simple machine screw, Phillips. And the same steps, or very similar steps, for the flathead. So we'll press Shift A, add a mesh, we'll do a plane, and then we'll press RX, rotate 90. And then this time when we come to edit mode, we're just going to select the side edges here, extrude, right click to snap it back, S to scale in the X axis by 3. We can then press A to select everything, right click, subdivide, and then from there we can just press Alt and Shift Alt to build a selection on the outside ring. Then we can press E to extrude, right click to snap it back in place, S to scale, and then right click, go to your Loop Tools, convert it to a circle, and now we can go to face select, press C for circle select, get these inside faces here, enter to lock that in, Press I to actually build a supporting loop. And then come around and we're going to press E to extrude, lock it in the Y, just come back just a bit. Come back into object mode with tab, add a subsurf modifier. We'll do maybe 2, shade smooth, tab, and then I can go to edge select, alt, get that outside ring, extrude in the Y. And then if we want to do the same thing we did before, we can press E to extrude, S to scale. I'm going to bring it real small here, and then I'm going to grab in the Y, push it back just a bit. E to extrude in the Y, which looks like I forgot to build a supporting loop, so we can right click. Actually, let's just Control Z to undo that. And then we'll press E, S, build our support loop, E to extrude in the Y, F to fill, Control B to bevel. We're going to add 2 segments here. And then we're going to do a Control R. We'll bump the segments up. Right click so it's even. We'll do a Control B. Roll down the mouse wheel so we only have 1 segment. And whatever thickness of the rails you want. And then this is just going to be an E to extrude, S to scale, Shift Y to lock it in the X and Z axis, and just give it a small bump. Tab back in object mode, and just like that, you have your flathead screwdriver or screw. So grabbing the X, bring back. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And that's it for this video. See you on the next one.